5 speaking skills that will pay you for life. My favorite quote, speaking is the single most important skill that you will learn in your lifetime. Does anybody know who said that? Any guesses, any ideas? Speaking is the single most important skill. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, just one of the wealthiest men in the world. He went on to say that when you master communication skills, that you will increase your income capacity over your lifetime by 50%. So who would like to make 200,000 instead of 100K? Yeah, like show of hands, absolutely. Just by learning some skills. Forget the degrees, forget the 4 years, forget the hard labor. Just by learning public speaking skills, you can increase your income by 50%. That's a staggering statistic. So speaking is for everybody. It's not just for people who are up here. I know we've got some finance majors, we have some animal science majors. This is for everybody. It's for you if you're an entrepreneur, that's what you want to do in the business. It's for you if you are a professional. It's for you as a student. If you have a mouth and words come out, speaking is for you. So it's basically for everybody. Even if you're hearing impaired, right? It's still for you. So today, what we're going to learn, and I've forecasted a little bit of this, but it's the number one skill that you can develop. Speaking is a skill. It's not something that people are born with. It's a skill that you can use to influence others to say yes to you. So we talk about the ethics of this, right? That having this power in your hands requires you to do it for the good of all. Because it is a powerful skill that you can use to get jobs, to get promotions, to win clients, to get dates. I mean, hey, right? So we're going to learn how to handle really tough questions. Like this is the fear I hear all the time. I'm going to get a job interview and they're going to ask me a tough question and I'm going to freeze. I'm going to go blank. We're going to learn how to handle those questions like a pro. We're going to learn how to make people listen to you and actually want to hear what you have to say. Okay. We're also going to learn how to speak with unshakable confidence, even if you don't feel it inside. So we've got a lot of ground to cover today. So let's get started. You guys ready to get started? Like, can I get a heck yeah? Like a yes, heck yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's go. All right. Skill number 1, your body speaks. Your body speaks before you even open your mouth. People are judging you, good, bad, right, or wrong, within 7 seconds. They get to know everything they want to know about you within 7 seconds. They make a lot of assumptions. They judge you based in your body language. What is your body saying? So today I have a method that I'm going to share with you. It's called the sow method. I love to think of it as you reap what you sow. And I want you to walk away with this as a tool. I want you to know that your body speaks so loud, I can't even hear what you're saying. So I'm going to share this with you today. The S in the sow method stands for space. Take it up. Have you ever experienced somebody who is just, they're shrunken down. They're hiding in their body. They're afraid to be seen. Maybe that's you. I know I've had that myself. Take up space. Own the space. You belong here. This is your space to occupy. So when you are taking up space, you have elongated body movements. You're more confident when you are taking up space. You're not shrinking. You're not playing small. You're not hiding in your body. You can tell when somebody's asking for permission to even exist. You can feel that. We all can. So take up space. Have a powerful presence about you. Be comfortable in your own skin. The O is for open body. I love this one because kings and queens of old would walk across the town exposed like this. Why did they do that? It's a show of power. I'm not afraid I'm going to get speared. It's okay for me to show my vital organs. When people are afraid, they close up. They hide their organs. So if you want to appear confidently, have open body language. Show me your palms. Show me your palms. Did you know that this is where the handshake and the wave comes from? I don't have a weapon. I'm a friend, not a foe. This is why we shake hands. Hey, look, I'm not an enemy. I'm a friend. So show people your palms. Show people that you are a friend and not a foe. Your palms are the key. So let me ask you this. What is the first thing that you notice about somebody when you meet them? Anybody? Eyes, says Gabe. Same. Their face. Okay. Face. Wrong. It's their hands. Subconsciously, we're looking for weapons. We're looking for weapons. So make sure that you show people your hands. It's a subconscious cue that you can be trusted. So if you're in a job interview, please do not do this. Please do not have a closed body. What does this feel like to you? What's that? Handcuffs, yeah, you're going to jail. Yeah, I'm hiding something. Or this with the hands in your pocket, you're like this, and you're like, oh. Subconsciously, what people are thinking is, I don't know if I can trust you because I don't see your palms. So if you don't know what to do with your hands, if you're speaking or if you're in an interview or you're with a client, you don't know what to do with your hands, steeple your hands like this. Okay. This is a powerful way to show people subconsciously that you can be trusted, that you are a friend, not a foe. Okay? Open body. Closed body signifies, what does this mean? I'm defensive. I don't trust you. Right? I'm closed. Don't come over here. Open body. The first sign of a confident person is open body. Okay? This one is one of my favorites. Okay, this is a favorite one. Your first impression is made by how you walk into the room. I promise you, at this next job interview, they are judging you. They are watching how you walk into the room. And they're making their assessments. So walk, shoulders back, chest proud, chin parallel to the floor, eyes straight ahead. Purposeful stride. Don't rush. Purposeful stride. And add a little swag, right? Add a little confident swag to it. Pick your level of swag. Like some people like really heavy on the swag. They'd be like, that's probably overkill. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance, right? So what is your comfort level of swag? What is your confident walk? Because your first impression matters. And people will judge you just how you walk in a room. The next one is eye contact. I know it's so weird now, isn't it? Eye contact. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Being able to look at somebody in the eye, it triggers the limbic brain. It causes people to remember what you said. It causes people to bond with you. You know, I'm a parent, and when I want my kids to do something, I say, look me in the eye, because I know they'll remember. Gabe is nodding his head. They remember. Make sure that you are engaging people with your eyes. It is a powerful tool that so many people do not use in today's world. The eye contact can change everything. And I want to give you a little tip. I'm going to look for 3 seconds right here. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to look for 3 seconds up there. Then I'm going to come over here and look for 3 seconds. You see how powerful that is? If I look for 8 seconds, I'm now invading her personal space. Don't look for more than like 5 to 7 seconds at somebody. It's weird, it's creepy, okay? But don't leave this one on the table. This is a powerful tool that many people are not using. Make eye contact. Okay? Who wants to come up and demonstrate what we just learned? Do we have any takers to practice the SO method? Taking up space, open body, walking like you own the place, like you belong here, looking and making eye contact. Come on, anybody? Come on, let's go, yeah. Okay. Walk like you own the place. There it is, see, he walks, yep. Walk like you own the place, there you go, yep. Open body. That's right, open body, yep. Show me your palms, that's right, show me your palms. Eye contact. Yep. Yep. See, he's a friend, not a foe. Taking up space, elongating the body, owning the space. Can you feel the presence? Okay, feel the presence. That's right. Now, what's your level of swag? You got a little swag or you got a lot of swag?
I just walk very fast and people assume I know where I'm going.
This is okay. This is okay. Yeah. So add a little bounce into your step. Okay. Not too much. You want to overkill. But yeah, it's a man on a mission. He knows where he's going. He knows who he is. What do you make up about him from this? This popcorn. What do we make up? He's confident. He knows where he's going. That's right. He has a purpose. He's on a mission. Give him a hand. Thank you. See, perfect. The theater kid gets up here. Thank you, theater kids. Number 2 is the power of your voice. The power of your voice. Speak so people actually want to listen. This is a powerful tool that so many people are leaving on the table. When you find your voice, you speak up, you make more money, you get better promotions, you get better dates, you have a better life when you find your voice. So many of us are taught that our voice doesn't matter. It does. Better for you to develop it now while you're in school than wait 10, 15, 20 years down the road. Find your voice. I'm going to share with you 3 quick tools. Flat tone, boring, too fast, nervous, too soft, uncertain. We all know the tone. 3 simple voice hacks that we're going to share with you today. Number 1 is volume. Would you believe 89% of people do not speak loud enough? Is that shocking? 89%. That means 9 out of 10 of you in this room, basically this whole area, doesn't speak up. Volume, volume, volume. Don't yell, but project your voice. So I love to say, speak 30% louder than you think that you have to. 30% louder. Speak to Marcy at the back of the door. It's really hard to connect if you can't hear what people are saying. You just can't connect. Speak up. Your voice matters. Number 2, inflection. If you don't take anything else home today, I want you to walk away with this. This is a powerful way that you can have instant credibility, instant authority to display that you are the leader in the group. And this is with downward inflection. Have you heard of upspeak before? Does anybody heard of upspeak? Gabe? Yeah, a couple of people. Upspeak is where you answer, you have a statement and you act like you're asking a question at the end. Okay, I'll give you some examples. This is our best solution for our team. Well, I don't know, you don't sound very confident. Are you sure about that? You sound really uncertain. Versus, how about this? This is the best solution for our team. I went down at the end. If you go up at the end of your sentences, people don't believe you. They think you're uncertain. You lack the confidence. You don't believe in what you are saying. You are not buying what you are selling. And they may not say that, but they're not going to buy from you. They're not going to hire you. They're not going to trust you because you sound uncertain. So play with the downward inflection. My name is Renee DiBiaso. I was born and raised right here in New Mexico. Versus, I was born and raised right here in New Mexico. I don't know, where are you? Play with this. Play with the downward inflection. If you struggle with authority, if you struggle with credibility, if people are not listening to you, have you ever noticed police people, fire people, professors, lawyers, people in power, politicians, they practice in this. They are practicing this because it gives them that authority. It gives them that edge. Okay. Don't ask for permission with your tone. Don't sound uncertain. Last one is to pause and pace out what you're going to say. Have you ever noticed that important people slow down? And when they slow down, what do? You lean in because they have something important to say. Slow down and add pauses when appropriate. You guys have heard the fast talking salesperson, right? Who trusts that guy? Like nobody. Nobody trusts the fast talking sales guy. Slow down and pause right before you're going to say something important. Learn how to use these tools of your voice. Many people are leaving this on the table, and it is costing you relationships, jobs, promotions, degrees. It's costing a lot. Key takeaway, your voice is your power. Use it, control it, and the world is your oyster. Your voice is a powerful tool. Body language accounts for 55% of all communication is your body. Your voice is 38%. That's the lion's share, 93% of those together. The lion's share of all of your communication. And you haven't even said a word yet. One of my favorite speeches, of course, is MLK. He demonstrates all of this in his speech, in his I Have a Dream speech. I have a dream that my 4 children will live in a nation, pause, where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. He had it all in there. the pauses, the pacing, the inflection. He had it all. And we don't have to be MLK giving speeches, but you have to be aware of how you sound to others. Do you sound confident? Do you sound certain? For most of us, the answer is no. But with a little tweaking and a little practicing, you can. This is an easy fix for most of us. All right, number 3. You guys ready for number 3? Who's ready for number 3? Yeah? Okay. Words, the language of leadership. I told you, words are only 7%. So I've already bought from you. I've already decided what I'm going to do, just based in your body language and your vocal tonality. But without words, you are at a disadvantage. Words are powerful. And I'm going to share with you today 3 ways that you can choose your words to position yourself as a leader. Like, who here wants to be a leader? Does everybody want to be a leader, or do we have some people who don't? Like, even if you are a leader in your home, even if you're a leader of yourself, we're all being called to be leaders. Whether you're in front of a room, whether you're leading a mission or not, you're being called to be a leader. Use words that command respect. This is the sheet. So I want you to reference this sheet. Sabotaging versus confident statements. I'm going to send this home with you. You're going to have some homework today. What sounds better? Oh, I'm so sorry for being late. Thank you for your patience. Wow, that's huge, isn't it? That's like a full turnaround. Thank you for your patience. When you speak in sabotaging words, you actually come off as lower status. I just wanted to follow up and check in. No, nobody wants to be followed up with. Nobody wants to check in. I'm reaching out to, tell me why you're reaching out. Do you see the difference? Does this sound okay to you? I'm asking for Mercedes' permission. Is this okay, Mercedes? Please tell me it's okay. Versus, let me know your thoughts on this. Total turnaround of the words you use. Are the words you use confident? Or are they secretly sabotaging you? So look at this list. Is there any on here that you use? And are there any that you are going to commit to changing? Just pick one that you want to commit to change the way that you speak. It was a big one for me when I'd run into somebody at the grocery store. Oh, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. We're taught to apologize all the time. Stop apologizing. 90% of the time, it's not necessary. Does anybody have one that you'd like to share with the group? One that you're going to commit to changing? You're prefacing it. Yeah, I mean, I would just completely get rid of, if it's not too much trouble, go straight into your request. Yep, you don't even need that. Just get rid of it. Anybody else? Something that you say that maybe sabotages you? There you go. Right? Yeah, that's a huge one. Yeah. And what is the alternative for that one? Thank you for your patience. Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel the difference in that? It's a major power play. Your words are important. Are you using them to support you, to share, to guide, to learn, versus to put yourself in a position of less than? Okay. Number 2 is to use sticky statements, and this is on the back. Sticky statements are so fun. I loved this last politician election that we just had, because it's all about the sticky statements. Are the words you're using sticking? Do they resonate at bone level with people? Or are they just meh? Sticky statements are short, punchy phrases that resonate with people, that land, that drive home a key message. They are sound bites. We live in a world, unfortunately, that is driven by sound bites. The one who has the most sticky statement wins. And when you have that sticky statement, then you can develop a relationship with somebody and go deeper. But it starts with the sticky statements. And I'm going to read a couple of them to you. Communication is an important professional skill. That's very boring. Versus speaking isn't a soft skill, it's a money skill. That's a take home. You're going to remember that. Speaking isn't a soft skill, it's a money skill. So how can you turn your statements into statements that stick, that land? Sticky statements will make the difference between you getting a job and not. And I love the story of Steve Jobs. He was recruiting John Scully, he was the CEO of Pepsi, and he did everything. He tried all the things, all the technical skills. He tried to woo him. No, until one day, Steve Jobs looked at John Scully and said, "Do you want to sell sugary water for the rest of your life? Or do you want to come with me and change the world?" He quit. Within a month, he was at Apple. You want to come with me and change the world? That's a sticky statement. Sticky statements create movements. Sticky statements cause people to take action and say yes to you. Sticky statements are bold. They are short and punchy, and they're impossible to ignore. So if you want attention in today's world, practice your sticky statements. They're so fun and easier than you think. All right. Next is just connect with stories. You've heard this before. You guys know all about stories. Tell stories. It's like the story of John Scully and CEO of Pepsi coming over to Apple. Tell stories. Stories have been around forever. They are what people remember. People will walk away and remember what you said if you tell it in story time. They will remember 22 times more likely than if you just tell facts and figures. Facts and figures are boring. Stories sell. All of you business majors, get your story on. Stories are what sells. All the big brands have a story. What's your story? Think about how you're communicating and tell stories instead. All right, how we do it? Do we want to do a raffle? We're going to do a raffle? Like, yeah, let's like raffle off something here. Okay. Marcy, come on. Here she comes. She's going to raffle. Okay. Oh, okay. Trish. Yeah, Trish. All right, Trish, give it up for Trish. Yay. I love your little pigtails too, Trish. Okay, who's gonna get this beautiful NMSUT? Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, who's this going to? All right, you guys, come on. Are you excited? All right, everybody's excited for the raffle. Delcy Carrasco. Yay! Wonderful. All right, thanks, Marcy. That was fun. Nice shirt. So key takeaway, people forget 90% of everything you say. Can you believe that? 90% of everything you say, people forget. So use your sticky statements, use words that command respect, and tell stories. These are your 3 ways to use words as a leader, to use the language of leadership. All right, next one. Number 4 is energy and presence. We learned from creative writing guy. What's your name again? Jason. We learned from Jason about presence. Presence is the X factor that's going to get you the job. Would you be surprised to know that JFK, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama all practiced their presence? It's not something you are born with. It is something you learn. Your presence. It is the X factor. So I'm going to share with you 3 ways in which that you can bring energy to the room. Bring energy to the people that you are in front of. The first one, well, let me tell you the Maya Angelou quote first. Who loves Maya Angelou? You guys love Maya? Awesome. Amazing. Of course, Jason does creative writing. Maya Angelou said that people will forget what you said. They'll forget what you did, but they will never forget how you made them feel. They will never forget how you made them feel. How you make them feel is based in your energy, your presence. Number 1, match the energy, then raise the energy. And this is a little bit of a master skill. So let's say, for example, that you're going to go to a job interview. And the energy in the room is sort of flat. You're not going to come in there, hey, what's up? Right? You're going to match the energy that's in the room. And then you're going to slowly raise the energy. You're going to raise the energy. Oprah was brilliant at this. Oprah, this is what made Oprah famous. She would mirror the guests as they came on, mirror their body language, mirror their energy level, and then she would slowly raise them up. And by the time they were done, they were the hero in the story, and she was the one promoting them. And it made her look really, really good. So match energy and then raise up the energy. Number 2, prime yourself. Prime yourself. "30 seconds is all it takes for you to get into state. Have you guys heard this before? Getting into state. It's physiology. If you feel good in your body, you feel good in your mind. The science has recently proven that you can change how you feel by using your body alone. We used to think, oh, we have to feel like doing something before we do it. No, you got to do it first, then you'll feel like doing it. It's the reverse. So if you want to feel good, if you want to feel confident in your body, act confident in your body. You've heard of fake it till you make it? You guys heard of that before? Fake it till you make it? Yeah. It's actually proven to be true. I don't like to call it that. I like to say that you are going to be it until you see it. You're going to practice it until you become it. Because there's no faking in it. Would you tell a little kid who's learning how to walk, you're faking? No, of course not. They're practicing. So you're going to practice it. So if you feel inclined, go ahead and stand up and let's do an exercise. We're going to do a champion pose. Scientifically proven, Amy Cuddy, proven to change the state that you are in. So I want you to give me the champion pose. You are the champion all the way up. Feel the championship. You won the race. You got the job. You won the lottery. You did it. Give me that champion pose. Feel it in your body. Can you feel the winner? You are the winner. Yes, you can feel it. Yes. Now, hands down. Give me that Wonder Woman pose or Superman. There you go. There you go. Superman, Wonder Woman. That's right. How does this feel? You're Wonder Woman. You can feel good in your body. That's what it feels like to be Wonder Woman. Can you feel that? We did this for 29, 30 seconds is all it takes. Go ahead and sit. How did that feel? Did you feel more powerful? Did you feel more confident? Did you just hack your body to change how you feel? Yeah, I got some yeses over here. What about over here in this corner? Yeah, yeah. You can change how you feel by changing your body. Change your state. Before you go into that job interview, before you go defend your thesis, do that. Science is now even showing you don't even have to do it. You could just do it in your head. You could just visualize it. Like, yeah. And then you go in. You are now in prime state. You've primed yourself for winning. Lots of science to back this up. Try it. Do it in the mornings. Do it before you meet somebody. Do it before you get that job interview, before you go to class. Third thing is transfer to your audience. Transfer energy to your audience. We've been talking about bringing energy, but I want you to give it. I want you to give it. Like I feel I am giving energy to you. I'm giving energy. You are the generator of energy. Don't look to other people to give it to you. You be it. When you be it, you are it. That's what the it factor is somebody who is magnetic, somebody who is giving energy. Don't be stingy with your energy. I learned this from my mom who recently passed. Everybody that came into the hospital room, she lifted them up. She found out, how many kids do you have? Where are you from? How old are you? Tell me about your life. And by the time they left her hospital room, they were lifted up. She gave energy. She lifted people up. And she did that just by asking questions, just by caring about people. I know we have animal science in the house. We've got business, we've got finance, we've got creative writing. You guys care. It matters. When you can show that to other people, they feel you. They'll hire you. They want to be around you. They want to give you money. They want to give you scholarships. They want to help you. Lift people up. Give freely. Be generous of spirit with your energy. Okay? All right. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Yeah? Doing okay? All right. Key takeaway, your energy is your superpower. If you give energy, you stand out. You're magnetic. That's how you change your life, your career. That's how you support others. That's how you make a difference in the world. Number 5, and our final skill for tonight, is handling pressure. Being on the hot seat and shining in spite of the fact that your knees are knocking and your voice is trembling. How do you do that? How do people do that? First and foremost is this. Address your fear. Address your fear head on. Guess what? It's normal. It's normal. Everybody has fear. 75% of people in the room are afraid of speaking. We talked about that a little bit in the beginning. It's very normal. When you are afraid, you go into what's called fight, flight, or freeze. You guys heard of that? Right, where you're in your reptilian brain, you're like the T-Rex brain. Let me munch somebody's head off, right? You're in that state where you don't have access to your cerebral cortex. You don't have access to your brain. Your executive function goes offline. And now you're purely in the amygdala, in that fight, flight, or freeze. So fear is very normal. Normalize your fear. Know that it's going to come up and that you will not die. Nobody has ever died from fear alone. Well, maybe somebody, but it's rare. Most people would rather be in the casket than giving the eulogy. Don't let that be you. Don't let that be you. What do you do when you're in the spotlight? Do you freeze? We talked about this a little bit. Do you fidget? Do you go blank? Do you ramble? Oh my goodness, that's another one you could just ramble on. Anybody? What do you do? I know you freeze. Used to freeze, right? Because we're working on this, so it's past tense now. You're not going to freeze anymore. She blushes. Yep. Tirade. Oh, that's mine. Oh, I'll just like unleash tirade. Oh my God, she's on a tangent. Watch out. Leave the room. Sweating. Absolutely. Profusely sweating. Yeah. And the upper lip right there. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. It's normal. Shaky voice. Yep. Giggle. I had one client who giggled all the time. Just giggle, giggle, giggle. Yeah, it's normal. It's normal. So I'm going to share with you right now one of the ways scientifically proven. The guys out of Stanford, you guys might have heard of Andrew Huberman. He's doing a lot of research on breath work. And I'm going to share with you what's called the psychological sigh. There's a ton of breath work out there. There's like Wim Hof, there's box breathing. This is the one that will quell the nerves quicker than anything else. Ready? Take a deep breath in. Hold it. Now sneak in another breath. And then exhale slowly. You know what you just did? You reset your central nervous system. You told your body, it's safe. I'm okay. I'm not running from the T-Rex. You have to sneak in the other breath at the end. Deep breath. And you can do this in the interview. Breath. Sneak in a lot of breaths. And then exhale slowly out. How does that feel? Do you feel like calm? You ready to come up here now? Yeah? He's like, yeah. It works. It's scientifically proven to quell the anxiety, address the fear, and put your brain back in front. When your brain is in the back, it's called flip your lid, right? And now you're here and your cortex is back here. So it puts you back. Now you have access to your brain, your cerebral cortex, and the information that you need to convey. Don't forget to breathe and sneak in the little breath at the end. That's the key. That's what signifies to your body, you're safe, it's okay, and gives you access again to your brain. All right. Number 2 is the framework. I want you to walk away with a framework. This is the easiest framework I've seen ever. It's a powerful way that when you feel on the hot seat, when you don't know what to say, you can have a framework that you have in advance that you can practice. Somebody can throw a word out at you and you can practice this framework. This framework is this, the PrEP method. Point, make your point, reason, Explain why it matters. Why it matters more than how you're doing it, just so you know. You know, Simon Sinek said people don't really care what you do, they care why you do what you do. So the why is a huge thing. Make your point, say why, give us an example, and then make your point again. So you've sandwiched it in between. So if you're asked a question at an interview, if you're with a client, use this framework to respond. This is a quick and easy framework. Put this in your back pocket, take it with you, practice it. When you get this down, this will save you from all those things we talked about. Stuttering, blushing, freezing, all of those fear-based responses. Have you guys heard of the PREP method before? No? Use this framework. Point, reason, example, point. This will get you out of many a jam. All right. Number 3, and really this is probably one of the most important takeaways, is that when you're on the hot seat or when you're under pressure, when you're in an interview, when you're defending your thesis, when you are talking with a client, when you're talking with a friend even, it's not about you. Too often we get in our heads, oh my gosh, I'm going to say something stupid. Oh my God, what if they don't like me? Like our self-talk just goes crazy. But when you are talking with somebody, get out of your head and ask this question: how can I be of service? How can I add value to these people in front of me? Versus it being all about me. Oh my God, what do I look like? What do they think? What if I say something wrong? What if they hate me? All the monkey mind, as we call it. Because at the end of the day, what's really true, and I know that you know this, what's really true is that it's about connection. That's what speaking is. It's not about you up here being the greatest performer on earth. Although if you want to, you can do that too. But it's really about connecting. It's about making a difference. It's about taking your unique set of skills and communicating that to those who would be of benefit. Why? Because you care. And when you're in your head, people don't feel that you care. They feel that it's about you. So if you're ever nervous, remind yourself, oh, right, it's not about me. It's about these people here. It's about my audience. What you're doing in front of the audience is supporting somebody to make a decision, supporting somebody to feel something, or to do something. It's helping you speak to their head, to their heart, and to their hands with action. Most people make decisions based in emotion. We like to think that we are logic-based creatures, but science proves that we're not. Speak to the emotion. Speak to the human who's in front of you. When you do that, people connect with you. They buy from you. They trust you. How to shift your presence. So begin to wrap this up. We've talked about how can I be of service, staying in the moment, truly listening. Like how many of you are wondering in your head, what am I going to say next? Stop that monkey mind and truly listen to the person in front of you. When you do that, people feel seen and heard. That is one of the greatest human needs, is to feel seen and heard. People don't buy products. They don't buy services. They buy people. They buy people. How are you showing up? Key takeaways. You could be the smartest person in the room. You could have 5 degrees. You could be all the things. But if you're not speaking with power and confidence, if you don't have the courage to take a stand and speak your message, if you're not connecting with the humans in front of you, you're leaving money on the table. And Nusenda is all about your financial freedom, your financial future. We live in a crazy world today, but wealth is more than dollar signs. But it's really hard to have a great life if you don't have any of those dollars. We all know that. So take what you've learned here today to increase your income, to increase your influence, to make the difference that you came for. We've got people in animal science, like, what is motivating animal science? What is motivating finance? Yeah, you want to get a good job, you want to make money, but at the end of the day, what most people really want is to make a difference with the gifts that they have. If you cannot communicate that to the people that need it most, your gifts fall on deaf ears, and we don't want that for you. So you now know the 5 skills. Body language. Your body speaks. 7 seconds. People make a decision about you in 7 seconds before you even open your mouth. Vocal tonality, inflection. Speak with that downward inflection. Have conviction in what you're saying. People need that. They want that. They want to trust you. If you're wishy-washy, if you're all up here, people can't trust that. Okay. Your energy. Your energy is everything. Are you giving energy or are you taking it? Are you giving energy or are you taking it? And of course, being on the hot seat. How do you handle the pressure? Because you're going to be in those pressure situations. Everybody here is going to be in a pressure situation. It's part of life. The question is, are you going to use this knowledge? Or are you going to pack it away in your briefcase? Because do we really need any more knowledge? Do we really need any more information? Not really. We're drowning in information. What do we really need? We need transformation. It's transformation. It's the application of what you are learning here today that will make the difference in your life. So I challenge you, take 1, maybe 2 things that you've learned here today and put it into practice in your daily life. Do not let this be another one of those boring lectures that you've got great notes on that just go up on the top of the shelf help, as we call it. Put this into practice. Play with it. Practice it. You'll make mistakes. You'll insert foot. You will fail. Failure is part of success. You don't tell that baby you're a failure, but we say that to ourselves. So get out there. Be willing to fall down. Be willing to look like a jerk. Be willing to insert foot. Be willing to stutter. Be willing to do it all. It's the only way that you learn best. Put yourself in the fire. Practice, because there will be a day when this makes a huge difference for you. 50% increase in your income. Just by learning speaking skills, how to talk to people, how to present facts, how to help people make decisions, how to influence. how to be a giver of energy. That's what people want to be around. So all the degrees, those are important. Got to have that. But when you're up against the competition, they won't have what you have. They won't have. Most people don't know this. We're not taught this. Speaking, they say, is a soft skill. It's not a soft skill. It's a money skill. You want more money? You want more impact? You want more influence? Take home what you've learned here today and practice it. Pick one or two things that you're really going to use. You're going to put into practice. Try the walk if that's the only thing. Try the confident walk. See how people respond to you. If people come up to me in the grocery store sometimes, speak with a downward inflection. Pick two or three things. If you're one of those who has no volume, speak up. Your voice matters. People cannot connect to you if they can't hear you. You're dead in the water. No matter how brilliant, how amazing, all the services that you have that can change the world, if they can't connect to you, it's a no-go. Learn these skills, okay? So I'm giving you a gift today. It is a charisma cheat sheet. And we've talked a little bit about JFK, and we talked about Bill Clinton and Barack Obama and many others. They have learned the skill of charisma. It is a myth to say that charisma is born. It's not born. It is made. It is practiced. It is earned brick by brick, experience by experience. Grab this. Feel free to take a photo of it, grab it off of there. This is a free gift that I'm giving you today. The 7 secrets to your innate charisma. Mercedes is different than Jason. Jason is different. Everybody has their own innate charisma. The key is tapping into that for you and using that to increase your income, your impact, and your influence in life. So we'll go ahead now and take some questions and some ahas. Like, share with me, did you have an aha here today? Was there something that surprised you, something that you learned that you didn't know before? What are some ahas? And then we'll take some Q&A. No ahas? Yeah. Yep. That's a huge one. Stories, 22 times more likely to remember what you said if you tell it in story. Yep. That's a huge one. The palms. Yeah. 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 What message does that send to the world? Yeah. Right. Don't bother me right now. Yeah. I don't trust you. That's a good point. Yeah. Steeple your hands like this versus putting them in your pocket or like this, so people can see your palms. Any other ahas? Any other questions? Any feedback? Anybody want to pipe in here? If not, we'll call it a day. Raffle off some more goodies. Any questions? Going once? Yes. That's okay. That's okay. I wouldn't grip it, right? Because then you seem nervous. Other thing people do all the time is they do go into prayer mode. Please don't call on me. So with a pen, you can use that strategically, right? And show that you're holding the pen and show your palm even if you've got the pen. So it's same thing. Yeah, good question. All right, if there's nothing else, want to do another raffle? All right, who's up for some raffles? He's got some good stuff here today. Awesome. Okay. Who's gonna get the blanket? These are great for tailgating. Kenna?
Oh, Kenna?
Oh my gosh, look at you two. You both got blankets. Okay. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh my goodness, who's this one gonna go to? Okay. Mix it up. Roll around. Lilani Soriano.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Lilani. That's a nice one, Lilani. I might have to meet you in the parking lot. Awesome. That's so good. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, I'm happy to stick around, take any questions. Anybody have anything you'd like to address? Come talk to me. Okay. Love it.
Employers, so you're walking up to a booth and there's
Oh, I love that question. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A great tool that you can learn is like an elevator pitch. You guys heard of like an elevator pitch? Knowing who you're talking to, what your messaging is, and being able to articulate that in like 30 seconds or less. Again, your first impressions mean everything. If you are at a career fair, asking questions is a great lead-in. You guys get engaged when people ask you a question. It shows interest. It shows curiosity. It shows engagement. So if you're ever at a loss for what to say in a case like that, ask questions. Ask questions. People will be more than happy to fill you in. That's a great question. You guys have that a lot? Yeah, right, right. Excellent point. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. That's totally fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's totally fine. Really what it's about is if you're gonna shake hands with somebody when you meet them, that's what you're trying to do, is to establish that you're a friend, that you don't have a weapon. This is all subconscious. It's not something that we think about, but people automatically will trust you more if they can see your open body. So if you can't have your hands open, it's fine, your body's open, right? And you're taking up space. Your vital organs are exposed. You're confident. You believe that you're safe, as opposed to what she has done, right? Is that closed body. Yep. Anybody else? All right. So we're gonna call it a wrap. Did we have fun? Did we learn some new stuff? Okay. All right. Go out and use this. Practice it. Go have fun. Use the words. Take those sheets home with you. Those are great ways to start. Sticky statements and sabotaging versus confident statements. Practice, practice, practice. Good job, everybody. Thank you for coming.
If anybody needs to chat.
I'll stick around for just a few minutes. Yeah.